What's up, everybody? It's your boy Johnny back here with another Prince video, and I'm finally gonna be doing my unboxing and review of the new Prince Signs of the Times Super Deluxe Edition 8 CD 1 DVD set. I just want to go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do my usual what I do when I unbox and review things. So I just want to get started because this may be a long one, but it's a really big box set. Okay, so let's go. Here is the front of it. If you can look, you can see it says Prince Signs of the Times embossed on the cover. Here's the back. You can see the peace sign embossed on the cover. Here is the spine. Oh, that was the right way. There you go. Here's all the spines to the release. And since I opened it already, I kept the hype stickers that was on the shrink. So I'm going to show you those. Here's the hype sticker. You can pause if you like, if you want to read it. And here's the hype sticker containing all the contents in this box set. You can pause that if you would like to read it. Okay. And here is, this was on the back of the cover. This contains all the tracks, which I'm going to read through when I do my review of the box set, after I do the whole unboxing. So first, let's just do the unboxing of this, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about the package and stuff. And what I think they could have done better, or what I liked, or what I didn't like. So, there's the box. Now I'm going to show you this book that's inside. I'm telling you right now, this is an amazing book. It contains a lot of photos that were taken during this time from photographer Jeff Katz. I would really love for him, man, to come out with like a book with just the time he spent with Prince, with all those photos. It's good stuff. But anyway, here's the front of the book. Here's the back. Like you see embossed on it is Signs of the Times. So let's look at this book. And the back is going to be all 8 CDs. This is going to be hard to show, man. And here is the DVD of the show contained in this box set. So here's all the CDs. These first two are the original album. Then we have this is the single edits and B-sides. And then we have Vault tracks 1, 2, and 3. And then this is a live audio show that's contained in this box set. So, and behind these discs, oh, that's just peach. It's all just peach. So, let me just go ahead and show you the disc. This is what the ones of the studio album look like. And with the Vault tracks. And then here's the ones, for the single edits and B-sides. Here's the one for the Vault tracks. For all 3 discs, that's what they look like. So there's nothing behind it, it's just peach. It really fits the time period of this album. And this is what the live audio show looks like. And then over here is the DVD that's contained with this box set. Only exclusively to the Super Deluxe physical editions of this release. So it's not available digitally or nothing. So, alright, so let's go ahead and show this book. In this book, it contains different chapters. There's some stuff, insightful stuff to read. The people give their piece about Prince and this era of him. People like Lenny Kravitz, Dave Chappelle. I still haven't read this book. Daphne A. Brooks, Andrea Swanson, who actually also did the podcast for this. There's a podcast for the Signs of the Times leading up to this release. I've been listening to it. It's very great. What else we have? Susan Rogers and Dwayne Tudall. So let me just go ahead and show this book, because this is going to take a minute. I think it's over 100 pages. This is going to be so hard to show. Oh my gosh. You know, let me sit like this. Maybe you guys can see it better. There is going to be a little, I'm going to try to fight that glare from the light. Here's the first. This is going to be so hard. Here's the first couple pages. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I may not be able to show this whole book, people. So I really do want to show you guys this because this has amazing photos in it, and there is a lot of stuff to read. Okay, I'll be able to do this. I got this. Got that. So if I go a little bit fast, I apologize. If you like, you can pause. I'll tell you what, man, this is one of my favorite eras of Prince, like of his look and his style and the music he did. I always say some of my favorite eras, like from 1987 to 1990. I just loved his music and his style he had, his look. I love this era with Jeff Katz. Man, the photos he took was amazing. Hopefully Jeff Katz will one day come out with a big coffee book or something with a lot. There's Jeff Katz right there, actually, with Prince, the photographer. That he'll come out with a book with a lot of photos he took of Prince. Because he photoed Prince from Parade, I think, to the Batman soundtrack. So like 89, maybe even Graffiti Bridge. It's either 89 or 90. So here's him with his band. It would just be really cool to see. This one's called, what is it called? I can't read it. Oh, Images. Okay, this is just mainly images. A lot of them is of, again, Jeff Katz, photographer. And these are, I'll tell you right now, these are beautiful quality. This is a beautiful quality book. Beautiful images. Really good quality images. Okay. This is like almost like outtakes for the You Got the Look 12-inch single, it looks like almost. Cool. Nice. This is, I want to say Camille, the alter ego. That's what it looks like. That's like If I Was Your Girlfriend sleeve, for I think for some countries from that photo session. Here's some other photos. Here's a picture of some of his bandmates, Sheila E., Cat Glover, who was with Prince. Cat Glover was with Prince from Signs of the Times and Love Sexy era. Sheila E., an awesome musician in her own right. Played drums in the band for him at this time. And that's Miko. Is it Miko Weaver? That's the thing. Prince has so many positions in his career. It's easy for me to forget their names. Yeah. My arm is getting really tired. Just want to tell you guys. There we go. Nice. Very nice shots. It's really awkward holding this book, I'm telling you guys right now. That was a bonus photo in my singles box set of Signs of the Times. If you'd like to see that, I think it was just my last video I did. So. I also want to thank you guys for being patient with me getting this unboxing review. There's a lot of unboxings and reviews out there, but if you waited for mine, I really do appreciate it. Okay, this section is called the lyrics. So this has photos of original lyrics that Prince wrote on some paper and some stationery of his. So I like when they do stuff like this. They did this in many other releases, like 1999 Super Deluxe, and I think like in the originals and Piano and a Microphone, they did this. I like when they do stuff like this. It's really cool. That's the lyrics Slow Love over here. some of these I can't read, man, because he had pretty writing. But that's Shockadelica right there. And plus I'm reading it upside down. So. Crystal Ball. Lyrics right there. Crucial lyrics. God, I better look straight because I think I don't want to be looking at the lyrics and giving you titles and looking down. I think I'm going like this with it, so I apologize again. Okay, now the big thing, the music. Here's all the stuff that's contained. The original album. And here is the Vault Tracks section. Cool. Original tapes, master tapes. Freaking awesome. I like this section. They break down the meanings and how these songs came about in this section. It's pretty awesome. That's all contained in this box set, including Vault Tracks. So really, really cool. Okay. Okay, thank God I'm almost done with this book. It's just so awkward holding this. So if you're not getting a good view of this, I really do apologize. Just trying to give you guys an idea. Credits. This must be the live section. Yep, live. This is for the audio show. And then here's for the DVD. All right. And there is like acknowledgements and all that stuff. And that is it. And I already showed you the discs. All right, so that's the whole unboxing of this release. Let me sit back down properly. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's talk about the packaging of this release. The packaging I thought was great. The imagery is great. Apparently this is like alternate cover art maybe. That original cover art, it had him in the background, but then they did that thing with his face on the side. I want to say that's what it is, but I could be wrong. I love the packaging. Nice, sturdy box. Good stuff. Beautiful book. Beautiful images. Great information. I only read some of this. Just a great book put together. All that stuff. Very, very nice. How they divide everything up. The only complaint I have about this box set is this. I wish that this was just printed on the actual box itself. It would have been great, because now I got to make sure I keep this piece of paper in good shape. And as you can see, I crinkled it really bad by accident already. I just wish the titles were just, this image was just printed on the back of the box. I think it would have been a lot more, it would have been a lot better. But other than that, man, the presentation of this box set is amazing. Beautiful, beautiful box. I really do like it. I'm glad to say it didn't come in damage when I got it. Very, very nice. All right. So now let's talk about the next part. We're going to talk about the review, and I'm going to review it. The music part. So I just did the unboxing of the packaging and reviewed that. Now we're going to review the music part. I'm going to, okay, just to give you an idea what I'm going to do with this part, I'm going to try to do the best I can remembering the tracks and give you some good information about this. But we're going to talk about a lot of these tracks. And I'm going to tell you what I remember and all that good stuff. So hopefully this will still be good information for you guys. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to try holding it like this. All right, so the first few discs, this is the 8 CD version. There was many different versions you can get of this album. You can get the 2 CD, which is just the original album. You can get the 3 CD, which is the original album and the edits and B-sides. And then you can get the Super Deluxe edition, which is 8 CDs, 1 DVD, which is what I got right here. And then there was many different vinyl versions. There was the original album, which is in peach vinyl, which I bought. You can see an unboxing with that, or just a video before this. And then there was one with the album and then the edit B-sides, which I think was a 4 LP set. I'm pretty sure it was a 4 LP. 4 or 6, something in that area. And then there was a super deluxe edition of the vinyl, which is super expensive. 13 LP, 1 DVD. So with the super deluxe editions, that's the only place you can get this DVD. I don't even think you can get it on digital formats, that show. But it is also actually available on YouTube, which I'm going to talk about that later. I shouldn't have mentioned it right now, but I'll talk about that later. But anyways, so those are the options you had. And obviously, I got the ACD 1 DVD. I feel like it's worth it so far. All right, let me just go ahead and review and talk about the music. This is a really big part. All these tracks on this disc, on this box set, have been remastered, including the original album, of course. Remastered for the first time. There's many Volt tracks, as you can see, 3 CDs worth, which are available officially for the first time. Of course, there's a lot of, he's one of the most bootleg artists, so there's a lot of this stuff out there on bootleg. Very few of these songs I heard before this box set. I own a few of these songs on bootleg, but not many. So, and then of course there's the audio live show, which is a show from, I'm not even going to try to attempt to say it, but it's right there, CD 7 and 8. That place. I think it's in Romania or something, or Bulgaria. Can't remember. But it's a whole show, which is really cool. And then a live DVD, as I said already, and that's taken at Paisley Park on New Year's Eve. So, which actually ended up being the last show that was affiliated with Signs of the Times. So basically the end of the tour. So, all right. So since I rambled on with that, let me just get started with the review of these tracks. Okay, let's talk about the first 2 discs, which is the original album, remastered. So it's all the tracks you know already. I just want to tell you guys right away, the original album was so overdue for a remaster. It needed to be remastered, first time remastered, and I'm telling you, it sounds amazing. There's a lot more punch to it. It's higher in the mix. It sounds very full. You can hear a lot more things you couldn't hear before. It just sounds amazing. It sounds really revived a lot. It really needed one, but the original master was really low in the mix. So I'm glad that this album finally got remastered. And for the rest of the stuff on this release. All right, so the third disc, single mixes and edits and B-sides remastered. So this is all the singles that were released off the album, the edits of those, and then the B-sides, which contain the edits and the long versions of. So let's go through them real quick. So we got Signs of the Times, the edit. La 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 He He He, the edit. And then the long version, which is called Highly Explosive. Then we had If I Was Your Girlfriend edit. And then we have Shockadelica, and then the Shockadelica 12-inch version. So basically the edit and then the long version. Then we got You Got the Look, long look. So the long version. Then we got Hot Thing, edit. Then we got Hot Thing, I'm sorry, it's Housequake. The font's a little hard to see. Housequake edit. And then we got Housequake 7 minutes more Quake mix. I Can Never Take the Place of Your Man edit. Hot Thing edit. Hot Thing expanded or extended remix. And then Hot Thing dub mix. So this is all the stuff that was available on 12-inch single and 7-inch 45s. I own a lot of these 12-inch singles, but again, it's awesome to have this stuff. A lot of stuff really for the first time remastered officially. Some of these tracks are remastered for the first time in their edit and long version form. Unless you had the original 12-inch singles, which I own, but this is awesome to have. But the only gripe I have about this disc is it does not contain the single edit of Adore. Why doesn't it contain the single edit of Adore? Well, because it really wasn't a single, I think, for all countries. It wasn't for in the US, but it did become a fan favorite. So there probably just wasn't any room to fit it on here, which is okay, because actually if you want to have the Adore single edit, if you own the hits / the B-sides, it's on there. So that's the only place it's really available, the Adore single edit. Okay, let's go to the Volt tracks. So the next 3 discs are Volt tracks. I'm going to tell you what I remember about all this stuff. So a lot of this stuff is officially unreleased and released for the first time here. Of course, again, a lot of this stuff is from bootlegs that were out there. But of course, these are probably I can guarantee you they probably sound better because they're remixed professionally and awesome, just like the original album. So these tracks are all the unreleased tracks that are recorded to go with this album. The earliest track going back to 1979, which is I Can Never Take the Place of Your Man, which was recorded around his second album, when he was recording his second album. And then it goes all the way up to sometime in 87. I can't really remember the exact date, but basically, actually the end of 86 or early 87. Because this album, I think the original album was released in spring of 87. So, okay, so let's get started. And a lot of these tracks, some of them were recorded with the Revolution. Some of them were not, after they disbanded. There's some tracks here by himself. So it's really cool. And he was recording a lot of stuff at this time. Because I think he was really, it's like he was trying to find a new way to reinvent himself. And then in the midst of it, he broke up with the Revolution. And he was trying to find his own style and working on his own again. Okay? All right, so let's go. Let's see what we got here, all right? All right. So the first track, a Volt track, says I Can Never Take the Place of Your Man. 1979 version. So this is a very early working on this version. It wouldn't appear on this album, Signed to the Times, till 8 years later. Then we have the song Teacher Teacher, 1985 version. All of My Dreams. I did own that on a bootleg, heard it before. I really enjoy that song. Can I Play With You, featuring Miles Davis. So this is a track that was recorded with Miles Davis. There's rumor that there's a whole album with him and Miles Davis together. I want to say that's false, unless he produced an album for Miles Davis. I'm not really sure. But this is the only track that's on here that's contained with Miles Davis on it. But that's really cool to see. Wonderful Day, original version. I don't know what another version of Wonderful Day is. I guess there's another one out there, but I'm not sure of it. But there's that one. And then there's Strange Relationship, original version. So this was the first version of it. And I remember it being a little bit different in the mix. Visions. This song I did own on bootleg. So it's contained on here, probably in better quality. The Ballad of Dorothy Parker with horns. That's a really good mix. I get why it wasn't included on the original album, but that really was a good mix of that song. Very, very awesome. Witness for the Prosecution, version 1. Okay, Witness for the Prosecution, version 1. There's two different versions on here. That's the first one. I think this one contains The Revolution with him on it. Then we have Power Fantastic. Okay, I remember this was a new track in 93 on the hit/the B-sides. I never went back to look to see if this is the same version. This one says live in studio. So I'm not really sure. I got to research more of that. I wish I did before I did this. Okay, what do we got next? And that says what? I think that was like an instrumental jam track, from what I remember. Oh, and then we have Love and Sex. Then we have A Place in Heaven, Prince vocal. This is one of, I think, 3 versions that appear in this box set. So this is just with Prince's voice. Then a song called Colors. Then Crystal Ball. We all know this, especially if you own that release from 1998, Crystal Ball. This is the 7-inch mix. So there was an edited version of this, and it's on here now. So that means there really was a plan. Maybe this would be a single one day at that time. Because I think this was supposed to appear on his Black album originally, the first draft that he turned into Warner Brothers. He wanted this to appear on this album. But obviously it did not. Big Tall Wall, version 1. I guess there's another version. Never heard it. Never heard that version either. So very cool to hear. This is A Place in Heaven. It's spelled backwards though. Actually, I'm sorry. I think there's only 2 versions of A Place in Heaven. This version of Place in Heaven it's actually him with the Revolution. So, In a Large Room with No Light, good song. Train, I owned that on a bootleg before. Heard it, good track. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Okay. We have that track. Then we have Eggplant, original Prince vocal. Maybe there's another version out there again. Everybody wants what they don't got. I remember that being a good song and me enjoying it. Blanche. That song was very rock/funky. I remember going, ah. I think that's the same song. Soul, Psychedelicide. I can't That's weird to read. 1986 Master. So this is a master version of that. I guess there's another version, maybe like a more of a demo type version. The Ball. Then we have Ondinis and Deshiba. Forever in My Life early vocal version. This is like the first version that he recorded, so it's very simple. It's basically just him and his guitar. Very cool. Forever, and then Crucial, alternate lyrics. This later turned into the song Adore. So it's good to hear that version. That also appeared on Crystal Ball, the 1998 album. The Cocoa Boys, Then When the Dawn of the Morning Comes. Witness for the Prosecution version 2. It beats like that sometimes. I like that track. I remember liking that track. Emotional Pump. Rebirth of the Flesh. Original outro. So I guess there's a different outro than the one we're used to hearing on bootleg. Or there's a couple different versions. Because I'm sure some people out there heard that version. Cosmic Day. I like that song. That song sounded a little different. I think it had his Camille voice on it. So it was really cool to hear that. And then Walking in Glory. Wally was a song written after he broke up with Susan Melvoin, which was actually Wendy from The Revolution, her twin sister. It's a song called Wally, and the title Wally came from, actually, it was named one of security guards / backup dancers. You see him in his concerts during this era. Promise to Be True. Jealous Girl version 2, which I think they had the Camille voice. There's Something I Like About Being Your Fool. And Big Tall Wall version 2. Okay, there is both versions on here. Oh, Place in Heaven, Lisa vocal. Okay, there is different version. That second version I named, it was written backwards. I think that whole song's backwards. A Place in Heaven is Lisa vocal, so this is a version with the Revolution. I apologize about that. Wonderful Day, 12-inch mix. I never heard the edited one, but good track. Strange Relationship, 1987 Shep Pettibone Club Mix. These Shep Pettibone, they did a lot of remixes for a lot of stars in the 80s. This song, I hear elements of when they remixed George Michael's Hard Day in this song. That do 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 do. Like, I hear that when I hear George Michael's Hard Day version of the Shep Pettibone remix of that song. Really cool. All right, then we have the live show, the audio. Good show. I'm just going to read the tracks really quick. Intro, Signs of the Times, Planet of Sunshine, Little Red Corvette, Housequake, Girls and Boys, Slow Love, Take the A Train, / Pacemaker, I Can Never Take the Place of Your Man, Hot Thing, 4, which was like a little instrumental part with Sheila E. If I Was Your Girlfriend. Then the next disc to conclude the concert is Let's Go Crazy, When Doves Cry, Purple Rain, 1999, Forever in My Life, Kiss the Cross, and It's Gonna Be a Beautiful Night for the encore. All right, and that was and about that show, very good show. It must have been professionally recorded. To compare it to 1999, the concert that appeared in 1999, this must have been a better source. Maybe even like a multi-track source compared to the one in 1999 Super Deluxe, which was probably just a regular cassette deck, possibly. So this was a very good show. Enjoyed it very much to see a show from the Signs of the Times tour. I hope they continue that trend with the Super Deluxe editions. They do, is to include a show from that tour for the whatever album it is. All right. Let's go to the live DVD. Live at Paisley Park on New Year's Eve, 1987. So this was really the last show for Signs of the Times. And the songs that are performed in this DVD is Signs of the Times, Plain of Sunshine, Little Red Corvette, Erotic City, Housequake, Slow Love, Do Me Baby, Adore, I Can Never Take the Place of Your Man, What's Your Name Jam, which I think is like an instrumental part, Let's Pretend We're Married, Delirious, Jack You Off, Drum Solo from Sheila E., 12, Hot Thing, If I Was Your Girlfriend, Let's Go Crazy, When Doves Cry, Purple Rain, 1999, It's Gonna Be a Beautiful Night, featuring Miles Davis. So Miles Davis appears on that DVD. That's really cool. And that in this show, it's a great show. Greatly, great quality, great audio quality, visual, the great picture on it for being probably a show that was on tape, not really film. Very good show, different angles. And I saw some of this floating around on YouTube, this footage, but of course it's in better quality here. It's really cool to see. Very awesome. But I'm very surprised. I don't know who owns the right to the Signs of the Times movie. I always thought that maybe they were gonna put that movie with this box set, but I guess they didn't, because I don't think Warner Brothers owns the right to that movie. So that DVD, if you want the physical version, it's still very collectible. But if you want to own it digitally, you can get it on iTunes, you can get it on Amazon, anywhere really where you get your digital stuff. So if you want to get the original Signs of the Times movie, you got to seek it out digitally, because it's not available on DVD or Blu-ray. I think only in the UK or Europe or something. They came out a little box set late last year. Other than that, unless you have that region player, you can't really watch it. All right. That was a lot of stuff. I'm trying to do it quick, but I'm at 30 minutes. All right. So my conclusion about this box set, am I happy that I got it? Yes, I am very, very happy that I got it. I'm going to continue in getting these deluxe editions. But after this release, at the end of this year, Sony Legacy is going to own the rights to all of Prince's music, including the stuff from Warner Brothers. So hopefully they'll continue to trend with these super deluxe editions, and we'll get a lot of Volt tracks, which I'm sure we will. But it's the people who work on these releases, like the archival guy who deals with all the music in his vault. He doesn't work really for, I don't think, a record company. So he's probably going to continue working with the Prince estate to bring all this stuff for us. But this is great. This is good for people who want better quality of unreleased tracks that are available on bootleg. Great mastering of the album. Great packaging, minus a few stuff that I wasn't happy with in this box set that I mentioned earlier, like with the tracks not being on the cover and not including the Adore edit. Other than that, I am very happy about this box set. If you can get your hands on it, you should. This box has set you back, how much was it? Somewhere in the ballpark of $140. The vinyl, the Super Deluxe vinyl is like $250. So you be the judge on that if you want to get the vinyl. I'd rather have unreleased tracks on audio CD. Maybe one day I'll get this Signs of the Times vinyl. If I don't, it's not going to kill me. But anyways, people, this video went long enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope I helped you if you decide if you want to get this or not. It is very pricey. You be the judge of it. But it's really worth it, I'm telling you right now. I think you'll enjoy it, especially if you are a huge Prince fan. All right. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all next time in the next video. So see you later and goodbye.